So I'm here with the French rider Oceane, current world team champion and four-time world team champion, also a three-time or maybe four-time Champions League winner. Oceane, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good, thank you. I'm very happy to be here today.
We are meeting here in the winter where the season is not so busy. And how have you recovered from a very busy season?
Well, it takes a long time to be very fully recovered because I think after the two winning competition we had, we needed like well, I needed to be more calm and good at home for I don't know a month to be very recovered and really realize what we won and so yeah, I'm good now.
Is it more like a mental rest that you
Yeah,
need or physical rest?
mental rest.
Mental rest. And this comes from the time competing at Europeans and World Championships being very intense, I guess.
Yeah, for a month and a half we were away from our house. So also for the ponies and we are all together. It's very great to be all together, to have this spirit, this competition spirit, but sometimes just need to calm down and be just you and your horse and your family. So it was amazing. I really loved it. But after a month and a half, we needed to be home for just us and our ponies.
And I think the expectations on Team France this year were very high from probably the inside, but also from the outside. Um, how did you experience this pressure along those two competitions?
Well, it was really high, as you said, because we wanted to have the other titles. And also, at European, Jules and Paul were the two only one who didn't have their European titles. So it was a lot of pressure inside and also outside, but a lot of pressure inside because we wanted to win the titles for them too. And also, we wanted to be proud of ourselves and proud of our nation. And so, yeah, a lot of pressure on our shoulders to be, well, to win again and to not disappoint everyone. So, yeah, it was hard, but good pressure.
And how, like when you say you can feel the pressure, how does the team deal with it, and what changes within your team if there is pressure or there's no pressure?
Well, I think the best thing inside our team is our cohesion. Like together, we have good spirit all together. We have a very good coach who also put us all together, and we never try to go like in another nation to see what they think about us. We just want to be all six together with our coach and to yeah, just reunite all the spirits we have inside and work together, work together, That's the thing in our team, just all together all time to connect ourselves to us.
And now like over the, I think you've been riding for this team for 5 years now, 4 years, 5 years,
For 4 years, yeah.
and there were always like similar riders, but not the same all the time. So it changes all a little bit. How are you able to have this relationship for so not such a long time, even though the personalities have changed over the time?
Well, for the first year we won, like the first year, it was my first open year. It was Lucas and Colin in the team. And so they really helped us to, because they had the experience. I was on my first year, I was only 17. So it was my first year inside open. So they really helped like everyone because it was Jules and Paul also. They were young. So they really were the key of our winning this year. And then after the years after, they went out of the selections. So it was the team we had this year since 3 years now. And I think we just built with the experience we had the year before, and we built something great together. And also we had Julian, so he's a very big experience rider, and so he really helped also us to build something pure, if I can say pure, I don't know, but something very big. So yeah, I think we had this spirit because of the first year of my open, it was in 2021. Lucas and Colin helped us, and then after we kept what they taught us to build something very big after. So yeah, it was many years to build something great.
So I don't know if you know, but I think the record for most World Team Championships won by a rider is 5. So next year, a few of you will have the chance to equal this record. Is this something that is on your mind, but also on your mind as a team?
Well, not on my mind because I will not compete next year. I will be at home because I am in study, so I have a lot of work and a lot of clinic to do, so I can't be 100% competitive. So I don't wanna compete next year because it's impossible for me. So I'm doing a little break. But for the others, maybe, I don't know. I hope they will chase the title, but I don't really know. But I think that's what they have in mind. Well, I didn't know about the 5 times titles, but maybe they have this in mind for next year. Yeah.
I think the record is held by Peter Walters
Okay.
and maybe Elaine Trevor-Jones. So at least somebody is coming close within your team. And if they cannot reach it next year, then maybe in 2027 is the next chance. But obviously, World Team Championship is in La Motte next year. So I think
Yeah.
this would be very prestigious for the team to achieve a record at home. Um, so for the I think for all the competitions that you won the World Team Championship, but you were the only female rider in your team,
Yeah.
and I would assume that it's because um, at the top level of the sport there are a few more male riders than female riders. How do you think you were able to develop yourself as a rider that you are able to keep up with the boys, and how did you bring yourself in a position to be such a valuable member of a team?
Well, um, well, I think first, female in a team is very important. I think that's also something very important to say because they were boys and boys are very good riders, but boys are boys, and I think it could be crazy sometimes. And I think a girl could give a bit of calm inside the team. So I think it's very important to have one girl in the team, and it's also very difficult because you're the only girl. So I, well, my trainer helped me sometimes because it was hard also to deal with everything. But yeah, they were very good with me. The boys, I have nothing to say about them. They are very good, and we know each other since we were very young. So it's more before friendship, and then after it's, well, teammates. So, well, I don't know how I did it for many years, but I just think it was because we were friendships before. We were friends before, and also I just gave them the calm they needed in the team also. So yeah.
And how did you like? What was your journey like? What do you think is the key to your success? So how did you get as good as you are as a rider?
Work. Just work. I started riding when I was 3 years old. I am a jumping rider at the beginning. So I stopped jumping when I was, well, 4 years ago, and I always did games and jumping. So I always work and work to be who I am now. So I think the best thing is I never did only games. So because I were able to ride different ponies, I was able to do different discipline. And that the thing because I always put 100% on when I do something, I put 100% of myself inside, and I always try to do my best and work, maybe too much, I don't know. But I try to work as much as I can and to never regret something. So I think that's the main thing is working.
And do you keep your horses at home?
Yeah. Yeah, they
So
are
it's
in the field.
so for you, it's easy to, when you come home to start working with the horses. And
Yeah.
what would you, like a usual day when you were still at school, would a usual day look like for you?
It was well, school, then riding was 2 or 3 horses, depends on the day. And then also doing gym at home for my muscles and keep being fit the whole year. So that was my timetable, riding and gym.
And this was every day, all day?
Yeah, I'd say not all day after school. So maybe at like 6, and then the evening 5, 6 p.m. to I don't know 8, 11, 8, 9, something like that.
And one of the questions that we received from our audience was, what advice would you give to a rider that is looking up to you? How can they become as successful as you are?
I think is first you should work and believe in yourself, and then after is try to find trainers around you who can give you loads of advices and always try to and not only just work on games, work on dressage, work on you like gym. You need to touch everything and put yourself 100% to, to be focused on something and not just maybe one day and the other day. No, always focus on something, on the thing you need or you want.
Because sometimes, when we are still competitive, we don't really think about it. But, you would be the only French rider that is able to ride in the French Open team. And this is now uh, been the case for many years. I know last year your pony was injured, so somebody else did jump in. But so there's a lot of riders in France, a lot of female riders, and they all look up to you. And obviously, they are striving to achieve the same success. So thank you for giving some valuable information in their direction. Um, so obviously, you mentioned because of your education, you are taking a year off. And what can we expect from you when you are returning?
Well, I don't really know for the moment. I am focused on my school, and then after finishing school, I'll find another horse or something like this. And I think when I do something, I want to do something great. So I don't want to just come back for a few competitions. So if I come back, it will be it will be good, I think. It will be for something good. So I don't know
And
for the
and you
moment, but I'll think I'll find a pony, so I'll made my pony or I'll make my pony. I don't know.
and you mentioned, obviously it sounds like you will not continue to ride the ponies that you have ridden so far.
Yeah, no, they're retired at home now. They deserve what
And
they.
this is
Yeah,
and
sorry.
this is because of their age.
Yeah, so Mega, the one was injured last year. She is 21 now, and I want to put her in fall. So to have a little baby at home, it will be very good. And then Matic, the one I wrote this year, he is 17 or 18, something like that. I don't really know. But he has done loads of Western before. He's done reining. So
Yes.
he is I think he deserves also to be calm at home, like Mega deserves also. They've done loads for me, and I think they deserve to be calm with each other and enjoy their retirement.
And it's also, I think it's a great success and also beautiful if one is able to retire the horses at home when they are still healthy,
Yeah.
because you know that way you can pay them back for what they have given to you. Don't you think like if you are now studying, would it maybe make sense, like even though you will not be competitive this year and very busy, to make sense to still try and start looking for a pony now? Because, sometimes I always say it's better to buy a horse when you don't need it than when you need it. And sometimes because you're not you're not under pressure to find something, so you buy when you find something good.
Yeah,
So
you're right. But yeah, I think I could try to find a pony for now, but maybe I don't know. Well, it's also depends on my parents, so I can't really be like, I want a new horse and I have two at home. So yeah, it depends on many things. But yeah, I think you're right. It's better to find a pony when you don't need it. So and also because Mega's gonna be in fall, so maybe then my next pony will be Mega's baby. So well, I don't know. I can't say anything about the pony yet, but maybe I'll try to find a pony soon.
And will you be looking like more for a horse that has been ridden before, that you just need to train in games, or will you want to start something from zero?
Well, depends on the opportunity. If I find very good pony who has done nothing, yeah, why not? And but if I find very good pony who's good in dressage and maybe jumping or cross country or I don't know, maybe I can take him. Well, I don't know. It really depends on the opportunity and the quality of the pony. But I
Yes.
like training
And
ponies, so we'll see.
if you like training pony, then obviously it makes sense if you train the pony. And also sometimes it's easier because you can train the pony the way you want them to be,
Yeah.
rather than have to deal with ways that you didn't make them. Um, so I had a question in mind, but I oh no, I have it back. So my question was, obviously you're always riding with one glove on your left hand.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think you've been asked the question many times, but I never asked the question, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to know what the advantage of your magic glove is.
Well, it's not a big advantage. In 2018, I cut my finger with a knife, and so I cut my tendon and my nerve. So, so I have a big scar, and
Yep.
and so that's why now I need to put something on my glove because I think they did it wrong at the surgery because I have like an electric shock every time I touch my finger. And so when I'm vaulting, because it's my left hand, when I'm vaulting, if there's a hair of the pony inside my finger, I just open my hand. And that's very dangerous when I vault. So that's why I put a vaulting strap and a glove to just protect my finger. That's it. There's nothing about the rain to be better or something. No, just because of my electric shock on on my finger.
Because I have seen a few people that were using the glove
Yeah.
like you did, and that's what happens when you are the idol of someone. Then they kind of copy without knowing maybe why exactly you are doing it. But so now we know. And I had also the question, you have a very unique vaulting style, but obviously now you have explained why you vault the way you do,
Yeah.
which absolutely makes sense. Um, Now, obviously, for a lot of the beginners, and riders that are starting, they want to know how can you overcome the fear of vaulting, and how did you learn to vault, and especially also at high speed.
I think you need to take it step by step, because it could be very it could be very, yeah, scary. Um, how I learned, I I think when I was younger, it was my trainer who helped me, first of all, to fall. That was also one thing, to just fall properly, and then after, to not be scared of falling, and maybe like high speed. And yeah, she taught us how to fall properly. Then after, she taught us like, I don't remember exactly, but it was when I was in Shetland, or on bee pony, I don't know. And she was trying to put her in difficult situations, to not be scared of everything. And then after, step by step, having a higher pony. And then after, also something very good is on a fence, to see the movement, just to jump and see the movement of your legs. And then after, do it on the pony, and then step by step, doing faster and faster. And yeah, but I think the first thing first is to learn how to fall properly, and to not be scared of falling high, or like in a high speed. So I think that's the main thing. And then after, try to understand properly the movement of your legs. And then after, also work on the gym, because you need to have muscle in your arms too. And yeah, do it step by step, and don't do it too fast, because if you are scared once, you could be scared for the rest of your game period.
And you obviously you have mentioned a lot of trainers that helped you along the way. But if you have your ponies at home, how would you be able to have riding lessons? Did you take the horse on a trailer and go to places for trainings, or did you just meet them at the competitions?
No, in France we have pony clubs everywhere, and so I am into a pony club center, and I'm going there for dressage lessons, and yeah, dressage lessons, and also I can borrow some arenas to do games. So my trainer was not close to my house, so he gave me loads of things to do, and I was doing on my own after. So I started to train alone when I was, I think, 18, but before I was always going in a pony club for dressage, and jumping also, because I was doing jumping. And then after 18, I started to have another trainer who gives me loads of things to do, and I was doing it on my own with my parents, in the arena, on a pony club center near to me.
And how many, like as a kid, how many times a week did you go to riding lessons?
Well, that was a lot. I think it was, 13 hours, because I had three ponies when I was under 18. And so, yeah, 13 hours each week, I'd say. That
Wow,
was a lot, but that was so
wow.
cool.
Yeah, but obviously, success doesn't come from nothing.
Yeah,
But and I think the circumstances under which people are doing mounted games is very difficult, different, because some people they live in the countryside, and they have no arena, and they have no riding school,
yeah,
just a pony, the road, and maybe a muddy field. And then there are others that are having their ponies in the riding school, so they will be always in the riding school, taking riding lessons every day. But still, they are all able to find a way to meet in the big A final. So that's something I'm always asking, just to show people, it's very different how people get to their success.
yeah,
Um,
it's different. I think we all have a way to work. I know personally, I have to really, I am so precise. I want to everything to be perfect. So I'm always trying to have my ponies perfect look, perfect kind of shape, perfect food, and I want everything to be perfect. Also, me as a rider, as a trainer, also because I train my ponies and other ponies, and I know some people they don't really care about being perfect trajectory, or that's not me. So I think different people works in different ways. So, and if they succeed, if they success as in a different way than I am, that's amazing for them.
And you would always like, I think, or I have watched you ride and compete against you, and I would think you would be mainly a starting rider, right? Like you would be the first in the race. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's well, I
And
wasn't like this when I was younger, but now, yeah.
do you think it's because the boys wanted to take the handover, or how did you end up being a start rider?
Well, it started in my first year of Open. Um, it was, I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was because I had Mega. So Mega is the next French rider. Um, and he was always first, and she was amazing as on the start line. So I think they were like, okay, well, she is amazing on the start line, so you can start. And then that's how it went. I just kept going first because I think that was because of her. But then after I think, yeah, I think that was because of her. And now on Matic, so last year, I just kept this position. I don't know why. Maybe because it was the team we had since 3 years and we had loads of good things together, so we didn't want to change everything.
And do you think, now obviously it's two different horses, so it must be different on the start, but did you feel like your experience on the start line helped you to be as good on the start with Matic as you were with Mega?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Mega helped me a lot on the start line. Well, it was the first time for me trying start line. It was with her. So she really helped me to understand how to do it. So it was easier after with Matic, yeah.
And what do you think? I mean, it's different for Struck and IMGA rules, but if somebody's a good start rider, I don't think it depends too much on the rules. And, what do you think makes a good start rider good? What is it that you need to be where you need to be good at? What's the difficulty of the start?
Well, it is very hard, I'd say. What's the real difficulty? I don't know. Well, there is one thing I'm not good when I start is pushing a bit the line. I know in our team, Lucas is very good at pushing the lines. So sometimes I needed to be more aggressive, if I can say. But I think also something good is I am very listening to the starter. So and also because my ponies, but they are very good on the start line, so I can really control them. And that's also one thing very important. You need to really control the pony and to be ready every time. Like each second you need to be ready. And I think that's also the main part is the pony. If you teach them to be very under control is I think that's the thing. You need to teach them to be very under control, and also after loads of competition, you understand also the referee, so you can see how they work and yeah, I think that's the thing, the pony and understand the referee. But you need to see it many times, or you can see the on the session before you have a look at the referee and understand how it works. So yeah.
So you would call yourself like a brave start rider, rather than somebody that is cheating.
No, I'm not cheating. No, I am, yeah, I am more chill, if I can say. No, I'm just trying to understand. Understand, that's the thing. Understand the pony, understand the referee to have the best start. And also the
And
strategy, the strategy.
would you sometimes be pressured by your teammates to be more aggressive on the line?
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
like on the stroke rules. Oh my God. At the end, it was Lucas who was doing it because they were like, you need to be more aggressive. But I don't know how to do it. So yeah, stroke, it wasn't really good for me.
so this is something for the future that you want to work on, I guess.
Yeah, to be more aggressive.
Yeah, because sometimes, as you have mentioned many times now that you are a very disciplined rider. But with the start, sometimes it's about not being disciplined because
Yeah,
you're kind of it's not cheating because there's not really a way to cheat. If you done a wrong start, the referee will call you back, and if he doesn't call you back, then it is a good start. But it's still a little bit of a gray area within the rules because every single start rider wants to have a good start, and especially for disciplined people, sometimes it's hard to understand
yeah,
why it's not like the start is not like the
yeah,
same for everybody and everybody starts at the same time, but it's like you have to get an advantage because if you
yeah.
have a good start, then you can take it easier in the race.
No,
But
yeah, that's the thing. I think it's very hard to find the balance. I know sometimes I was like, okay, let's do it because everyone's like not cheating, but everyone's pushing the start, so let's do it. So I succeed many times to do it. So I was happy. But also, something very good is when you're very disciplined, the referee, like, I don't know if I can say like you or don't like you. When they see you never push, they will, if you push one time, they'll be okay, there's no problem. But if you push every time, they will stop you at maybe after 5 times. So I think it's hard to find a balance in the middle.
yeah, I think it's I would think that I am a good start rider, but
Yeah,
there are competitions where I just never felt like I was getting a rhythm, or maybe I had a competition that when the starting was great, but then when it came to the final, it wasn't great anymore, or the other way around. So, but especially when it comes to the big finals, it's very important. It's not so important in the sessions, but it
yeah,
becomes important in especially world individuals, but in Champions League, world teams, and so sometimes. Especially under this pressure, it's a lot harder when the ponies are turning on the start line and you're not able to train the start for a big final all year because it's different once you are in a big final. But you have shown that this is like a trademark from yourself that you are very strong as a start rider. So yeah, thank you, Oceane, for sharing so much of your experience and your tips. We hope that you will have a very successful year. Yeah, how you'd say, learning and taking your education. But we also very much look forward to seeing you back in the arena.
yeah.
Then hopefully with the next pony.
Yeah, I'll try to come at some competition to see and maybe borrow a pony before like some competition in France. But I don't know for big competition because I'm not competitive anymore, so we'll see.
But I think you have some experience of borrowing ponies of when you went abroad to Ireland and England, so probably you are quite flexible. And sometimes I would think, it's also okay to, just do games for the fun and not to be competitive because, sometimes just being competitive all the time is also very demanding. So
Yeah, I think
we
you're right. We'll see this year if I'm, well, I come for some competition, but if I'm riding or not, we'll see.
thank you very much and have a great ending to 2025.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Bye.